Hello, it's Phillip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers, and I've got the daunting task of reviewing in a couple of minutes a 3-volume work from Edward Elgar. It's on international criminal law, which is a very important area of developing law for the international community at the moment. We've written a very detailed review which is on the web and in the journals, but this is the volume series itself. There's volume 1, the spine, and then the back bit. You can see what the book looks like. You've got standard articles such as that one there, lots of detailed footnotes, and let me give you another example. There's another example there on genocide and so forth. That's volume 1. Volume 2, then very much the same. There, the back. And then you've got, again, standard articles, extremely erudite statements on international law. Each volume is sort of 800 or 900 pages long. That is volume 3. Again, the standard stuff on the back, and again you can see in the middle there's an interesting article there. It's very much an international flavour to the work itself, and what you've got is acknowledgements in each of the volumes about where the information has come from. What I will say in a very short review, because I cannot go into too much detail, obviously it's a very expensive book, but it is one that is very, very worthwhile. And I mean that from the point of view of what we've been seeing recently with some of the international criminal law trials. We've given it a title, a fascinating compilation of work of leading scholars in international law worldwide. And I cannot really emphasize enough that the direction we're going in is very much part of the theme of these 3 volumes in terms of bringing people who've committed serious atrocities to trial. And at the moment we've just finished one trial with Charles Taylor, who is being dealt with now, having been found guilty of appalling crimes, and there are further trials taking place in Brussels and at The Hague. Let me just say, for criminal or international lawyers on either side of the Atlantic, practicing or wishing to practice international criminal law, these 3 volumes should be considered an essential acquisition for your law library, because they do have a real statement, if you like, from the academic perspective on where we're going with this type of work. Under the editorship of William A. Schabas, this quite stupendous work of scholarship and research brings together in one convenient source no less than 74 learned articles and essays dating from approximately the end of World War II to the present day, and it covers obviously the standard universities in the States, Harvard, Yale and so forth, as well of course as Oxford University Press publications and Cambridge University Press. International law, says the editor, is thought to have begun with the Treaty of Westphalia in 1648, but obviously we've come much more up to date. Apparently, and it was interesting, Jeremy Bentham was one of the first apparently to use the term international law, which I didn't know about, and I'm sure many others didn't, the University of London. Since World War I, the distinction has emerged between what is termed transnational criminal law and international criminal law. Obviously there's a grey area between the two, particularly in respect of terrorism. There's a lot of significance placed on the Nuremberg trials, which is of course the watershed for where we are. But let me conclude in this short review by saying there are many issues from what we've had in the past to present day atrocities that are being addressed and dealt with. There are many obviously that are revealed in this important work. Ideally it should be given pride of place on the bookshelves of any international criminal lawyer, as well as of course of historians and other people interested in the subject. It's a fascinating compilation, and I'd like to thank everybody involved for producing it. The amount of work that's gone into it is tremendous, but thank you. It's a great contribution to where we're going. Bye bye.